Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, god damn. Here we are, bitches.
Here we are. Oh, I forgot to tell you, but I'm doing something different for you, Max. That song right there was called "The Wash." It's from my new album, from Folio, from the Pops album.
From Pops. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes, yes.
I don't know
Which,
if
okay,
you've.
by the way, I have not had a chance to listen to yet, but
Oh,
I'm
well, you
going
you'll
to.
listen to that and you actually hear the first song. It's the basically Dead Weight from album number one, Folio one.
Two. Number two, right? Dead Weight came from two, didn't it?
Well, Folio one is number two, so it's Folio
Oh,
zero,
Folio
zero,
one.
and one.
Oh,
Yeah.
got you, got you, got you.
Because
Okay, yeah,
I'm
yep.
stupid like that. Anyways, I am Cruise Control.
And I'm Max Full Silver Ever.
And this is the Nothing Sacred Show, the regular show. Yes, we still have one of the motherfuckers.
Yeah, we still do our thing. We don't need people to like mediate.
12th of April 2026. Been doing this for fucking a decade, motherfucker. We ain't done.
Dude, god damn.
We ain't done.
A diggity decade.
Done. All right, so that there.
First, I thought you belched, but then I realized it was an effect you used, which you just couldn't. You had to use it. How to get your little.
No. All right, so there we go. None of that. I have my vocal things hooked up to my. I'm doing recording stuff for Suno, which we can talk about first, or do we get into the juicy shit first?
Dude, this thing is because it's. You know how you look under the cover. And you're like, once you did, and you're like, oh fuck, I wish I didn't look under there.
Oh, you know wow, it's that bad.
Yeah. Well, here's what happened. We're talking about my boy Anthony. All right.
So let's just recap for everybody out there if you don't know. He's the friend who is the president of the HOA.
Yes.
And he hadn't talked to him for a while. And we were wondering whether it was part of the stuff that we talked about him on the show a lot before. So we were
right. We've mentioned him on a few podcasts and whatever. So I thought, well, he must have heard those podcasts. And that's why he's pissed off, right? So last week, man, I kind of was bouncing this around. And by the way, I was sober that whole week. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't, it wasn't like it wasn't some drunken shit.
Right.
And I'm like, man, you know what? If I did something, I'm going to at least be a man and own up to it. So let me just reach out and see what the fuck I did.
Now, real quick, did you mention anything about the shows beforehand?
No, sir.
Okay,
all I said to him was, hey, man, I've noticed that in the last couple months, you don't return my texts. And when you do, you say shitty things. And I was like, did I do something? If I did, I'm sorry, man. So then he responded back and said, well, why don't we catch up on Saturday? We can go to Village Pub. So I'm like, okay, cool. We can do that. I texted him back. I said, all right, man, sounds like a plan.
Should there be like
maybe there should be
going on like it was a dark and it was a normal meeting, he thought.
It was a normal Saturday evening.
All right. So this happened yesterday, then I assume, right?
Yes, this was yesterday.
Buddy, come on, let's go.
So I meet with them.
Calls are out. Let's go.
And I'm like, okay, and I'm starting off with like, because they sent out that HOA letter, and they said the only two people that elected to be back on the board were him and this other guy, Ed. The blind dude who can't wipe his own ass without a sighted person.
So no more PJ then.
Yeah, PJ's gone. And I was like, fuck, PJ's gone? So I kind of started that was my icebreaker with him. I was like, damn, man, I knocked on his door and I'm like, hey, you ready, man? And then I'm like, so dude, I no more PJ? He's like, yeah, man, I guess PJ, his term came to an end. And I'm like, yeah, I guess it did, dude. Wow. I'm surprised he didn't reelect himself or reappoint himself or whatever. So, we're talking about that. And dude, right away, right from the jump, he starts off with some Trump shit. He starts talking about Trump and yeah, man, this is the end of democracy as we know it. Blah, blah. Basically, I think the dude's coming unraveled, man. Big time, but as you will hear. So we get to the Village Pub and we're there, and I once we're seated, I said, hey man, so what exactly happened that pissed you off with me, man? I was like, I've just kind of noticed. And dude, it was like chick shit. It was stupid. It was like, he was like, well, that one time when I picked you up, remember the time when the driver, her car broke down? Remember that story?
No, I was like, was it an Uber driver or something?
No, it was a U-Serve driver, actually. And so they're contracted through RTC, and this driver picked me up, and her car was like, remember, she had to like restart it in the parking lot. I think I told the story on a drink rap or think rap at one point.
Okay, maybe.
So anyway, yeah, basically what happened is her car wound up breaking down at like Pecos and Trop or something, and I wound up calling Anthony at the time, and I was like, "Hey, dude, can you come pick me up, man? The car broke down." So anyway, he was like, "Yeah, man, you know that woman was being real sweet to you, and you were talking about reporting her." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, dude, because you need to have a reliable vehicle if you're going to be picking motherfuckers up, you know." And he was like, "Well, you know, did you report her?" I was like, "Yeah, I reported her." And he's like, "Well, that's fucked up, man, because she has kids, and you know, don't be an asshole all the time, man." And I'm just like, "Dude, you know, what? Since when have you become?" So he's starting to get SJW already, right?
Okay, so let me. So I don't even. So this whole thing about her car breaking down.
Yeah,
Did it did it, it
that
did it just break down? I mean, sometimes cars just break down.
no. It was matter of fact, she had to when I got in when she picked me up at work, the car stalled, and she had to restart it. And then on as we're driving, I could smell it. I hear it making weird sounds, and I'm like,
Oh, so it wasn't like just a car breaking down. Like, oh, this is strange. It was like
no,
it was okay, okay.
no,
Just
this is like
reframing it.
the
Right.
car was having trouble. I thought I told the
So
story.
no, well, it doesn't. We don't have to go back into the story too
No,
much.
of
But my
course not.
point was, it wasn't just you getting into a car, like, and then the car breaks down, and you
Yeah, and you're
report it
like,
because
oh
the car
shit, the
break
car
down,
broke down. No, no, no.
and then you report the driver like the car broke because you can't. You know, that's I mean that would be a dickish move.
Yeah, and
But
well,
if
maybe he
right,
was thinking, maybe he didn't realize the extent of what was going on. Because when she picked me up, I got in and the car stalled and she had to restart it. You know, and I'm like, oh shit. You know, at that point, I would think you might say, you know what?
let me get you a different driver. Let's see what we can do and figure something out for you.
Exactly,
Because if the
exactly.
car was smelling like that beforehand and you smelled it and it stalled right there, and she said, "No, no, no, I'm going to keep going." Then she kept going and got to a point
It wouldn't
where
go anymore. Yeah, yep.
right,
So that's what
and
happened.
he had to come pick you up.
Mhm.
But if she would have just said,
Hey, my car, I
and
don't feel very comfortable or confident with this car. It's not really doing what I need it to do, you know. Or
yeah,
better yet, call UServe or whatever the fuck, you know, her company that she works with and says, "Hey,
right, and
listen."
say, "Hey, listen, this car's doing this. What do you want me to do?" And if they told her to do something, then it would be on them and not her because that's what they told her to do.
Exactly,
Right,
exactly.
right, I
But
got you.
instead, you know, I was like, dude,
But she's a woman and blookity blue, and he's a lonely man. So go ahead.
yeah, yeah, you know, and I might give me the girlfriend experience. That was another thing he was talking about. But anyway, so he was saying, you know, she was really sweet trying to get you a ride, and you know, you pretty much you said you were going to report her, and I'm like, well, and I fucking did. And he's like, you did, and I'm like, yeah, I reported her, and he's like, that's fucked up. She has kids, and see, this is what I'm talking about, and I'm like, okay, motherfucker. And I'm like, well, first of all, dude, I've seen that driver since that situation. And she even made the comment when she picked me up that time, the next time, and said, hey, my car's working this time. So obviously, all gravy. She's still there. I didn't get anyone fired like he thought. And then,
No,
dude,
but
I
if
guess
no one reports this kind of stuff, then it just keeps happening, and then the policy isn't changed to make it reflect it.
exactly
Maybe she didn't know what the policy was, and then she goes, "Oh shit!" Then she
right.
wouldn't have gotten reported.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because what are you
Exactly.
going to do? Report I'm not going to report the incident. It's not her fault. It's like, wait,
No.
no. She's an adult, and she can take responsibility for doing something that she should have done differently. But no,
Absolutely.
man, no, she got kids.
Man, she's got kids, dude. And you know
How the
that.
fuck do you know she has kids?
Well, he's just guessing. He's like, she probably has kids. That's what he
Oh
said.
my, she doesn't even know. How
Right.
does
He just,
he just get, oh, she probably has kids. He probably wants to be the dad. Go
like,
be
oh, yeah,
daddy.
man, you know what? I could love you
I
like
could,
that
Dad, I could show you the world.
if
I
you were
could,
my girl.
no. I could be the stepdaddy and touch your girl. Oh, I mean,
Oh, but oh, that there's more.
see,
Keep,
I'm already,
stay tuned, man.
I'm already connecting the distance,
That's where
bro.
we're going, man. That's where we're
Let's
going
go. Let's
here.
go.
So so there was that pissed him off. Then the other thing that bothered him with me, apparently, was he was like, and you know, the night you made that comment about Tamara being incompetent and that she needs to get fired. You know, Tamara's our property management chick who's completely
Oh, any female. titties and pussy, dude. And I
Yep. Hey, I can't control myself. I
Yep.
jizzed all over myself.
Dude, how you go? She has kids.
Yeah.
Wait.
Don't you understand what you're doing?
This is the guy who was talking shit about her a
Oh,
year ago when she was doing when it was all PJ's bullshit.
Did you witness any of that, dude?
Like, I just remember all of it.
Did he say anything in front of you about her at all, or no?
No, but I just remember you got talking. You guys were both like, "Man, fuck her," and she's.
That's right. And he was like, "I caught her in a lie, man. I was doing it, nigga." Then all of a sudden, yeah.
So what happened?
Like,
so yeah,
he told me, he was like, man, when you made that comment about Tamara being incompetent and that she needs to get fired, I kind of have a soft spot for her, and I'm like,
oh my god. So what does it have to do with your logic?
Oh yeah, he's dude.
You're a teacher. This guy teaches children. This guy teaches children.
Actually, he does teach. He teaches adults. He's a college professor.
Well, adults, 18-year-old. He teaches people to do accounting. So, but he still has to have some logic. There's no logic there, dude.
Right.
I got a soft spot for her, even though she needs to be fired and she was a bitch. I kind of want to.
She said she allowed an appointment to be, or a meeting to be set up at the clubhouse behind my bike to make me look stupid, so I could,
And then he's going, I got a soft spot for her because she's got a nice rack or something. She's pretty or something.
Dude, I guess so. I mean,
it doesn't matter either way. She's a breathing woman with a pussy, and I know some other people like that too, man.
Man, I'm gonna have to ask. I'm gonna have to ask the chinchilla about that one because I think so.
So let me. Okay, so now we've got this. So that's there's gotta be more. I'm sure.
Oh, there's more.
So that was the two things that. So what did you respond to those two things? What did you say?
I said, well, first of all, dude, I said this is the same person who basically couldn't pick a side and was doing everything on PJ's whim.
And what did he? And what did he say?
Well, yeah, I know, man. I know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's a dickless Nicholas, dude.
Oh, he's more than that. Keep going though. Go ahead.
So then here's the other thing and then he was like, and there was times I was at your house and you ate in front of me, and I'm like, wait a minute. The first time I remember you bringing beer over, and I said, hey, dude, I'm kind of hungry. Do you want anything? I'm going to order Capriati's. No, man, I already ate. Okay, you sure? Yeah, man, I already ate. Okay, so I ordered from Capriati's, and I had a sandwich, and I ate it.
Wait, that's the only. Wait, what?
That's what he said. You ate in front of me a couple times, at your house, and I wasn't, and I'm like, motherfucker, you didn't want any food.
First of all, who the fuck? What? First of all, what kind of you ate in front of my God?
Dude, I offered food. I said to him, if you're hungry, I'll feed you. Do you want something?
You would have bought it for him.
I would have paid for his meal, this motherfucker. And now he's bitching at me because I
ate in front of you, even though you asked him. What are you not supposed to eat?
Right.
Oh, no. I guess I won't eat either, bro ham. That's what bros do, man. You ain't eating, I ain't eating either. You know what? By the way, you don't have a beer? I don't have a beer. Well, that's different. What do you mean? That's different. We're both. But are you hungry? No. So why are you mad that I'm eating in front of you? Because I'm hungry. Because
you're eating in front of me and I'm not.
Because he was hungry.
So he's acting like a chick, dude.
Of course. Totally. But so wait.
Stupid.
So you literally every time you've eaten there, I know you're never not gonna. Dude, I want to eat. And if you go, hey, I got some chips. I'm gonna have some chips. And if you go, oh man, those look good. You go, hey, have some. You wouldn't go, oh, thanks, man. Oh, you go, here, have some chips.
I never would. Come on, man. You talking to me? I understand.
You, dude.
And then this motherfucker, he was like, well, he said something about Red Dwarf pizza, and I was like, yeah, we had Red Dwarf at my house. Remember that? He's like, well, I bought that, and I'm like, okay, motherfucker, but there's other things that I would have bought for you if you would have allowed me to, and that was another thing.
Wait. Go ahead. Keep going.
So there was one time where, remember when they were having the whole thing where it was hard to find eggs, where all the chickens had chicken eggs. So he was like, oh man, they got them at Sam's Club, dude. There's like a 20 pack of eggs. I'm like, all right, dude, let me know how much that is and I'll sell you the money. Oh no, it's okay, man. I'll just get you the eggs. And I'm like, all right, cool, pimp. You know,
did he bring that up?
I did. I was like, what about the time that I zelled you, or I offered to sell you the money and you said no? And he didn't really have an answer for me.
Wait. So at one point he bought you Red Dwarf pizza. Okay.
Yeah, he offered. He was like, "I bought the pizza, man." I'm like, "Okay, cool." You know,
and so he brought that up.
Yeah, he used that as leverage. I'm like, "Motherfucker, you."
Wait. He brought. Wait, let me get this fucking straight. You were hanging out as bros, right?
And he because dude, I was willing. Matter of fact, I said to him,
"You're never not willing to pay. You would never not."
No, as a matter of fact, I said, "Why don't you wait till I get home, and then we'll go over there, and we can get the pizza or whatever." He's like,
and then he brought it up again as evidence against you for something. For what? What?
Like almost like leverage, you know? Like, wait,
why would you? First of all, millionaire.
Yeah.
Think about it. I'm a millionaire. Oh, so you're worried about a $50 Red Dwarf pizza bill, and that was total probably for the pizza,
dude. And like I said, I would have been glad.
That's not the point.
You know,
you're a millionaire, bro. You got the skrill.
You got the skrillins. Yeah,
come on, man.
Exactly.
Man, but I can't, dude. Red Dwarf Pizza is gonna
Man, dude, that broke me this time, man. You really broke my bank.
For a millionaire, that's 45 cents.
45 cents. Yeah,
it's the same thing. You know, I mean, like 45 cents. When we were kids, this for reference.
Oh yeah, kids, for those who don't know,
Max's bro, I guess had borrowed or somebody had borrowed 45 cents off him or something like that.
And he's like, "Where's my 45 cents?"
And and we were all just like, 45 cents. We're about 45 cents there, man. You owe me 40. That's what it is to a millionaire, right?
Right. Yeah. Like he's tripping off, and I'm like, man, dude.
And have you ever bought him anything? Yes, you've bought beer all the time.
Of course. And half the time he doesn't drink it.
And you bought food all the time for him.
Sure.
You bought him food before. I guarantee you bought food for him. I guarantee you bought a Red Dwarf. Hey, I'll get the food tonight or something like that. I know. I know.
A lot of times he won't let me do it, and then he bitches at me later because I did. You know, it's like, dude, I offered, fucker. So don't say that.
So he basically has he done this before? Bitched about food before?
Nope. This is the first time. This is his reason for doing what he's done in the last couple months. Well,
so you're sitting there going, what? You're going, dude. Who? Okay. So what did you?
I said to him is, well, dude, in the future, if you've got a problem with me, then you should let it be known. Yeah, I know, man. I'll you know what? I'll let you know this time. You know, next time that I'm like, yeah, dude. If something pissed you off that I did, you know, I don't do these things on purpose. So here's where this is the troublesome part of it, dude. This is where I got a little. So he was talking about Trump all night, right? And Trump and how Trump's a horrible person.
He's trying to bait you into the argument because that's what he's doing. He's trying to bait you into it because that's what he wants. He wants the argument.
He must be because he starts the conversation. Right. I don't go there. You know, I'm not talking about.
He wants to bait you so we can get angry because he's a broken fucker. He's a broken rat. He wants to. Do you see these people? And you're like, dude, all I want to do is hang out, bro. And he's like, well, try. And you're like, why are you talking about this when we've had issues with it before?
Right. And I try to derail it. You know, right. I'll say stuff like, yeah, man. So, what's going on, man, with the blacktop project or or some shit,
right, something different. So because he brings it back because he wants you because he knows you're going to disagree with him, and he wants to spit in nerge.
Yep.
I'm gonna convert this motherfucker.
I'm gonna change the way he thinks. You know,
I'm a professor, $1 million professor. I'm like a bionic man, a biotonic.
He kept talking about how he was a rich Democrat. He said, I'm a rich Democrat.
Right, a rich Democrat who gets mad at a $50 Red Dwarf pizza bill and brings it up as leverage against his friend who fucking offered to pay him for it. And then brings up food eating in front of you, eating in front of me.
When you said
even if you brought out a goddamn fucking burger and didn't even ask him. Fuck, you're a dude for his friends. You didn't even offer me food, you rascal.
Yeah, like motherfucker, you're a grown ass man, dude.
In the South, I would have been offered sweet tea and a Klukenbuch.
Come on and have a buckle schluckle.
You would have had a fucking biscuits and gravy ready for me in the Kimmy and the goddamn place, but not only again. What the? Who the fuck? Okay.
Like I said, man, dude's coming unraveled, man. He was even telling me at one point that when he was back in Oklahoma, him and his mom kept getting into it because guess what? She's a Trump supporter too. So, And
he's not just a Democrat. He's a rich Democrat.
He's a rich diaper drinking Democrat. Yes.
And he says the word rich. I'm a rich Democrat.
He always says that. I'm a rich Democrat. That's what I am.
So it's not just a Democrat. So keep going.
So then he starts talking about the Epstein and all the things that Trump was doing, and Trump was fucking little boys and blah, 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 and it just going into this whole thing. So at one point, I had to get up and take a piss. So I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna go take a piss real quick. I'll be right back. I come back in the room. This is the disturbing part of this whole thing. And I hear this noise, like screaming and a lot of chaos. And I could tell it's something he's watching on his phone. So I was like, hey, dude, what are you watching on your phone? And he was like, oh, it's what do you say? It's like a child rape video or some crazy shit. I was like, what are you doing watching that, dude? And he's like, well, why not? Trump watches it. And I'm like, oh, dude. Oh.
Wow. What?
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, oh, I don't need to be hanging out with this motherfucker no more.
Yeah, you went, what? How did you respond to that?
I said, dude, you got to be careful watching those videos, dude, because they pay attention to who watches that shit. And he was just like, yeah, I know. And I'm like, then
yeah, I know.
Don't watch that shit.
Wait. Let me get this straight. He's watching a crazy video, and you mentioned that he mentions it's a child rape video.
He tells me what it is. Like it's a child rape video or something. I'm like,
and he's in where you guys are in you guys are in the public place.
Oh no, we're at my house by this point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got some beer and we're hanging out in my living room. That's where
we're doing. Okay. So
my bad, man.
I was like, what? Okay.
No, we're back here and we got beer and we're hanging out the house and just sitting in my living room drinking beer, listening to music. But like I said, I got up to take a piss, and when I came out of the bathroom, I hear all this noise and chaos coming from his phone. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is that? And he was like, oh, it's a child rape video or whatever the fuck he said, something like that. I can't remember the specific wording, but I was like, why are you watching that? You know, listen, man, you know me, I'm not an easily offended or easily rattled dude.
Not only that, but why are you watching that there?
Right. Why are you at my house watching that crazy shit?
Why would you just bring that shit? Because you think, oh, well, he probably watched those police videos we watch all the time. Maybe it was but he didn't say it was that.
I never watch police video. When he's over here, we listen to music. That's what we do. It's music all the time. We don't watch police videos. We don't watch anything.
Except he's on his phone the whole time, usually.
Probably. That's why sometimes he, when I tell him something, he's like, wait, what?
Because he's just sitting. And then he says that to you. So what did you? That must have been like the night. That must have been that
fucked with me into the next morning, dude. I was like, eventually he did leave, and I was like, hey man, well, thanks for talking to me.
You were like at that moment, you went.
Yeah, well, it wasn't. It's funny. I had a delayed reaction because I thanked him for talking to me and clearing the air and the whole bit. But then, dude, like this morning when I woke up, it was one of those, oh yeah, huh? And I'm like,
yeah, just like a twisting in your stomach. And it's not just that. That was the capper. It was everything else. Because think about how he treated you last night. Think about what the kind of person he's actually is, like
who he showed himself to be. It's like, oh shit, I should have just let this one lie.
Yeah, yeah. I mean? Well, you didn't want to because you wanted to but you wanted to. And I
want to be a man. Okay, if I fuck up, because here it was in my mind, I was thinking, okay, he's mad about the podcast, and I figure, okay, that's kind of a dickish thing.
And you're right. You're like, just like I was thinking about that with my. This is actually a very good segue into a certain subject. But no, keep going.
That's about it though, and I'm just like, oh, dude, I really don't fucking want to do anything with it. I don't want anything to do with this guy.
Right, and then you realize now, like, if he hears anything on the podcast, guess what you're not going to feel.
I won't give a shit, dude.
Right. You don't give a shit whether he hears it or not now, do you?
I'll be like, good motherfucker, you deserve to hear that.
Right. And the reason why is because there's no lies going on at this point. Because everything you said in the past is like, yeah, you're like, okay. And now that's what I was thinking the same thing about what I talk about my brother the last couple of podcasts.
Shit. Let's hear this one, man.
Well, no, I'm just saying that's the same thing. It's the same, and I'm not going to go into it in more detail now. what I'm saying is I was pretty honest and pretty open about everything going on, like how I felt,
Right.
Like
And you even said at the time, I was like, dude, what if they hear that? And you're like, oh, well, fuck it if they do.
Yeah, and it was more like, and I kept sitting with that over and in my mind, like, yeah, because I still don't like, I wouldn't do it again, honestly, just because I don't, I just don't feel like, just there's no point in it. But I also don't care if because he's not gonna, he's either gonna hear that and it's going to make him go wow, or he's gonna hear it and he's gonna go fuck this guy. But the point is, I'm gonna say it to him anyway.
Yeah.
And also, you get to a point where you're like, yeah, that's the way it should happen, man. Like. So I guess one thing is it's kind of similar to yours, like I kind of was wrestling. Oh, because I even before
like, should I put this out there? Should
right,
I do it?
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like you can hear, yeah. If you even confront me and say, I heard that podcast you did, man, I think that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, motherfucker, I think you were kind of stupid.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, and you still do. And if he does, like, so now the situation is he probably thinks everything's cool, but you're like,
dude, like I said, coming out and listening to him, watching that video, that did bother me because I'm like, why would you even, it's one thing to watch a body cam video of some dude getting shot or something like that, but dude, a child getting raped.
Yeah, and then the whole fucking and this is probably this whole video is probably fucked over anyways. But
we're gonna get banned.
Who gives a shit either way. But the whole point, and then his reasoning, and he didn't even say anything that you didn't. And you go, "What are you watching?" He didn't. Right. Trump, like you're gonna go, "Oh yeah, man, you got me."
Oh, dude. Well, the thing was, I wasn't even arguing with him. I was kind of like, almost kind of sort of agreeing with him, just to shut him up, like, pin the wings on the tar type situation.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, yeah, man. Yeah, dude. He's really up to some shit, huh, man?
Hey, just going like, hey, I don't want to talk about this because we told each other we don't want to talk about it. We said, well, yeah, we shouldn't talk about that. He's the one who said it.
No, he brings it up, dude. He can't help himself.
He can't because once again, it's all performance. He's just a hollow fucking spinning on a loop. Around in a circle, think he's making, and then he has to bring up his money because that's all he has. Rich Democrat, not just a Democrat, a rich Democrat.
Yeah. And at one point I even asked him, I said, hey man, well, I want to make sure that I'm paying my assessment. I don't want to be doing anything wrong. He's like, well, it's only $1,000, man. I wipe my ass with $1,000. I'm like, great for you,
motherfucker. He said that during this conversation.
That was a dinner actually. He made that comment.
Wait. He made that comment and the same night that he also got told you, well, I paid for your pizza.
Yeah. The same thing with, the pizza we had there, but I paid for it. Yep. Same night.
But I paid for it. So
I ate in front of him. And I'm like, well, dude, I offered to, he was like, well, there was something up with my credit card. I'm like, dude, I would have paid for your sandwich at Capriati's if you wanted one.
And so it's your fault for not eating. What an ass, dude. Okay, and then the money thing. So he's bringing up money, and then he's
like a bitch, dude.
Anybody who says I wipe my ass with $1,000, and what is this assessment for?
It's just another year of for repairs and shit that we're falling short on, and all kinds of.
Oh, really? With the shit that's not getting repaired now?
Well, our parking lot did get repaired. I will say
that's
that.
Good.
They did a parking lot. Although this is what's funny. My pest control guy was here last week and he was like, hey, they pave your parking lot? I'm like, yeah. He's like, looks hideous. I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah. He's like, just imagine putting cold butter on hot bread. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? I can't see it. So I mean, I can only go on what somebody says. Mm-hmm. But the fact that here's this outside person, like
because they have these assholes doing this, and they have this weak-willed motherfucker, and Tamara's going to get bonuses for spending as little money as possible because she's part of the homeowner. She's not the homeowner.
She's the property management company,
of course. And so they're going to try to cut corners, and she's going to get bonuses for cutting corners. And he's a pussy, and he's going to do whatever she wants him to do.
Absolutely.
Which is why you are no longer on the board. Which is why you were kicked off.
Yeah. Well, that was another thing he said to me too. He's like, man, everybody on the board hates you, man. And I'm like, really? Why?
Really?
Well, because I made a song about Richard, who's a fucking idiot. I mean, the dude, The
Wait,
guy
did
bitches.
Richard knows the song? He's
Yeah,
heard it?
actually Anthony sent it to him. He's like, you know what, I'm gonna send it to him, and I'm like, oh, go ahead, dude. Fucking Richard, you know about Richard.
And then wait. So Anthony sends it to him and then tries to make you look like an asshole by saying, you know, everybody hates you.
Yeah, like, dude, you sent that song to him. Now I sent the song to Ed. Ed's the blind guy who can't wipe his own ass.
Yeah.
That's the guy. You remember the blind dude that owns the unit, but pretty much his roommate checks his email for him.
Yeah.
So he can't wipe his own ass, dude. And when I made the song "All Smoke and No Fire," he was like, "Yeah, Ed says you're an insensitive prick," and I'm like, "Cool." Like,
I think he's lying. Or either he's lying or he's now they're all against him and then he hangs out with he is just like a chick dude. He is total chick dude.
Oh, that's why. Well, I mean,
And the problem is there's so many of them because they've been raised this way. This is how he's raised. Mama raised me like this. I'm a Democrat.
It's crazy though. His dad was in it. Well, that's another thing. His dad killed himself.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole nother. He was talking about that last night too, a little bit, and it sounds like it was a very twisted situation. Anyway,
well, the whole thing, and then he's talking to you about it. It's like, God damn. You're like,
well, that's why I think, dude, he's got some unresolved issues, and he's starting to unwrap. That's what it's looking like to me.
He doesn't have a foundation, the way I look at it. A structured base. He doesn't have a fucking identity. It's like
no. Well, his identity is being
rich
that millionaire.
Democrat.
I'm a millionaire, man.
Rich
I'm a
Democrat professor. Rich Democrat professor.
Yep, I'm a rich Democrat professor, man.
And I wipe my ass with $1,000, but I'm also afraid to talk to you for a month because you didn't do.
I'm very insecure about who I am and what I have. Like, okay,
absolutely. And he probably even says that kind of shit sometimes. Or when he gets over, or even not doesn't say, he didn't even realize it because he's so fucking clueless. And then he, like I said, yeah, dude, yeah, he doesn't even know now because now you're like, it was the San Francisco moment.
Dude, it was yes, it was. It was a San Francisco sandwich, dude.
All over again.
San Francisco
like, sandwich.
Damn, I saw a side of you I didn't want to see, man.
A St. Patty's Day moment too.
St. Patty's Day San Francisco sandwich. Yeah,
yep, it's the same fucking thing. It's all that it's the email special reminder.
Damn, dude.
It's the same stuff that just like, God damn it.
Yep. These things are just, they compound it, and you're like, oh man, why the fuck? Well,
it's always there. It always comes back. You're like, is it gone? No.
Yep. You peek under the cover and you're like, oh, why did I do that? Why did I look under that thing for? You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you can only hope, like that certain people will just start will get out of their loop, get out of their programming mode where that causes other people to just stop trying with them because that's the problem.
The thing that bothers me the most, honestly, with the Anthony situation is the fact he was watching a child rape video. Like, what? Why are you watching something? I mean, like I said, I watch some wild shit too. Okay. I watch people getting shot and fucking.
Yeah, I could see it watching it in a clinical way because some people have to watch that, but I mean, some people like that kind of shit clinically, like, and that sounds weird.
Where do you even get that stuff, dude? Where do you even see that? They can't find that on YouTube. That's on some dark web shit, isn't it?
Or he's on YouTube and he was just like watching a video and then just said that offhand. Like who knows what kind of video it actually was?
That's true. I couldn't verify for sure that was a child.
But still, the point is, like, why would you say that? And why? And the response was well, Trump watches that kind of stuff.
Well, Trump watches that stuff, so why
does he? How do you know? How do you know?
Dude, he was all this shit is propaganda he's been reading. Like, what else did he tell me? All the stuff he was saying as far as, yeah, man, they even had on Epstein Island, they had a dental office where they removed the kids' teeth so they couldn't.
Right, but you didn't give a shit about that a year ago.
Yeah, now all of a sudden this is a big thing to you
because it's Trump. It didn't matter before. Trump didn't want to put it out, but now it matters. Of course it does, but it didn't matter when Biden was president. He didn't talk about this.
No,
he didn't talk about Epstein, and if he did, he didn't talk about it with Biden.
No, and if anything, he was pretty anti-Biden, if I remember right. Because I remember the one night when we were hanging out in my living room, he's like, "Dude, I don't know, man. I think Biden might be doing another term in office." And I'm like, are you serious? Like, yeah, dude, just by the way things are looking. And he seemed concerned. Now all of
Yeah.
a sudden, he's with love for another Biden
Right, and he
sandwich.
didn't care about that when Trump was pushing for it a year ago. He didn't go Trump. Oh, he- in when before Trump was elected, because that's the thing I have a problem with. That Trump doesn't want it out now because obviously he's protecting people, and I don't
Yeah,
give a shit whether he's on the island or not. He's protecting people who fuck around with kids,
yeah.
and
Regardless
that's
if
and
you
it's,
were,
I
if
don't
you
give a
weren't.
shit if you weren't. Get
Yeah,
those people in jail. Don't go. Oh, there's nothing there. There's obviously something there, moron, dude. You think we're stupid, you fucking idiot. I
yeah.
don't
These are
like Trump
criminals.
anymore. I don't like any of them.
No,
I don't like
no.
any of them, dude. Any of them. They're all in it for power. They get in there. They see the realization that if they do this, they're gonna get killed, and they go, "Oh, well, I guess I'm not gonna die. I'd rather not die. So I'm gonna
I'd rather
actually
beat
just
them than join them.
right.
Kind of
I'm
thing.
gonna have to just not report these people doing all this awful shit." And he's not
Yep.
like and he's in the hand of his in the pocket of Israel, just like everyone else. I
Yeah.
don't give
Oh,
a shit
dude.
about Israel.
Oh, dude. He's on Israel's dick big time. So yeah.
Yeah.
So like I said, it wasn't that he was bashing Trump. It was just, dude, the fact that he was watching a
Watching that weird shit, and then telling you about it casually, and then watching it there while you're coming out because he wanted you to comment on it.
yeah,
It's
like
like he
dude,
kept pushing you, dude. Like,
like almost needling me to like you want an argument, don't you? You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
And so
And
now, yeah, good.
I was gonna argue with him. I didn't want it. I'm like, no, dude, I want to have fun and listen to music and you know joke and laugh like we used to when we first became friends. You know,
Hmm.
so it shouldn't be about all this crazy shit. But like I said, he's even fighting with his own mom, from what he told me. Oh
Of
man,
course.
she's a pea brain bitch, man. That's what she is. That's what he called
Wow.
her.
Of course. Not because she does anything bad. She
Oh
probably treats
no.
him really well. She probably actually lets him stay there and treats him well. But
Oh,
God forbid she believes the wrongly, and therefore she's a bad person.
and they fight over it all the time. And it's like,
No, no,
dude,
he fights over it all the time. I bet.
he probably starts with her, Mom. How come? Blah 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 blah.
Well,
Yeah,
why?
yeah,
What's the difference between he starts it with you? Why wouldn't he?
that's true.
You know what I'm
He probably
saying?
does
Like,
shit to piss her off
of
too.
course.
You know?
Oh, she disagrees with me. Yeah. Do you bring it up?
Yeah, yeah,
Well, of course. Of course he does because he brought it up the whole night with you because
yeah.
it's
I
always on
do. Trust me, I never went there.
fucking S, man. It's like these people get an identity, man. Well, my identity is hating Trump and being a rich Democrat. All
Yep,
right, great for you, you shallow fucking asshole.
yeah.
Oh, and Tamer's not that bad. What do you
I
mean?
have a soft spot for Tamara.
I have a
She's
soft spot.
beautiful,
Oh,
but
she's the woman in my life. She's my
yeah,
inspiration.
that's what pissed him off because I actually went there and I said she's incompetent. She needs to. You need to
And you
fucking.
did, and this is not with you knowing he had a soft
Had no
spot for
clue.
her.
Had no
And not
clue.
only that, even if you did, you would have still said it.
Yeah, because she's
I
a
will.
dumb bitch.
Yeah,
She's just
well, she is a dumb bitch, dude. But I got a soft spot. So wait,
man. You
she is a
know,
dumb bitch. Yeah, but she's I just got nice little boobies that shake when she laughs, and I'm just good dabba do.
Roscoe P. Coltrane ass nigga.
Fucking is, dude.
You
Yes,
know,
dude.
it's like, dude, this is the same chick who basically set up the meeting behind your back, you
Yeah.
stupid fuck. You know what I'm saying?
And he's like,
So,
God, well, she was just in a bad state at
well,
that point.
it was
Well,
people were doing other things back then. Yeah, okay, dude.
she's a different person than she was a year ago.
Yeah, then all of a
She's
sudden she's
changed.
grown. She's grown
She's
now.
grown, and I'm grown too. Well,
God
especially when
damn,
I'm
dude.
around her. I grow at 6 inches.
It's like, man, dude, it was one of those things that I think what it was is I needed validation and I got it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
okay, there's a reason I'm not hanging out with this motherfucker anymore.
Right, right. And the future reference is, and this is what's going to happen more and more as well too, is that you're not going to go for the second round. Like this
No.
happened here. You were already getting kind of like, what the hell's wrong with you before he stopped talking to you.
Yeah.
Then you were
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know what? I'm gonna put this in because obviously I'll have to deal with this guy too because
He's my
he's
neighbor.
neighbor and he's the head of the blah 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 whatever. So I'm gonna try to patch things up, and so you try to. In that moment, you try to it just reinforces everything, and you're like, oh,
It's one of those things, you know, that
yeah,
where God says, "Son, you made the right decision."
right, like you know what? I am gonna go out on St. Patty's Day. I'm gonna go hang out. I was offered to go. You know what? I'm just gonna go. It's gonna be a great time. You know,
Again,
hang
my
out.
son, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're always right. Yeah.
Just God.
Like you called it the right rock at one point. Like when you were always right, for whatever you believed, you're like, God damn it, dude, I want to be wrong for once, man. Come on.
Right. God damn it. You know?
But nope. We
Yeah,
can't be
like I get an
wrong.
email and before I open it up, I go, all right. The title is Shadow Work. I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, God damn it. I
Shadow
read it and I
work.
go, mother.
And here it comes. All this talk about being an oh, that was another thing. He was like, I I understand empathy. When he was when he was giving me shit about the driver, and I, I understand empathy, So, and then he kept referencing that too. He kept saying, "Well, I don't know how you were raised, but
How
nigga,
dare
fuck
you?
you."
I was based by Republic Rich.
Like, dude, it's people like you that are the
How dare
recipe for
he,
my
dude?
puke,
How
man.
dare he say that to you and expect that's like you're making fun of my parents,
Right?
bro.
Like how my upbringing, you son
Because
of a
you hate
bitch.
your mom because she has different views than you doesn't mean I do.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker, you just because you're a loser who fucking treats your mom like shit and calls her that kind of stuff because she believes differently politically than you
Yeah.
fucking tool. And then you talk about empathy. How do you don't even have empathy? No, you have empathy for yourself and for people you want to fuck because that
Yeah.
relies back to yourself. Just like you know what? My bro has empathy to himself.
Yeah. He empathizes with himself. Well,
Self, and this guy does too. How dare you? How could you be raised like that? How do you say that to somebody and then talk about
I don't know
empathy?
how you were raised. You kept saying that. I don't know how you were raised. And I'm like, uh, obviously
You
correctly.
didn't even. How do you even know how to say it safe in that? And is this at your house or earlier?
This is that village pub when he
Of
kept
course,
mentioning me
of
being
course.
an
When
asshole.
you're there and you can't just and it's harder for you just to go fuck off, get the fuck out of my house. So if
Which,
you would have told you that in my house, would have been like, excuse me,
right? Yeah, we're in a public place,
fuck
so
you
it's kind of
talking
like,
about me being
shh.
raised, motherfucker. Oh, you didn't offer me food. I did offer you food. Well, you still ate even though I didn't want to.
Yeah, you said you weren't hungry.
No,
I'm
he
like,
wants to. He didn't matter whether you were hungry, motherfucker. You don't eat around him unless you both eat. Even if you are hungry, motherfucker, you just don't eat. He doesn't
so
matter whether he's hungry or
I
not.
should have just
Yeah.
bought another sandwich and force fed it to him, huh?
No, you
Like,
should have just
eat it,
not bought.
motherfucker.
No, you should have not eaten at all.
Oh, you're right. I just should have sat there, my stomach growling,
Right, you should have been miserable and just sat there and gone,
and
oh, okay.
drangry, or what's a hangry, whatever that is. So
Right. You should have just sat there and gone, oh, okay, I'm just not going to eat. So, because that's impolite to eat in front of somebody, even though I asked them, and hey, you want some food? No, I'm not hungry means you can go ahead and eat in front of me because I'm not hungry.
right, I don't want to eat. I don't care. Just
Right.
eat.
Just eat.
See,
And then he uses it against you. And then you get pizza and you say you say, oh, I'll get it for you. Okay. Oh, well, I did buy it that night.
like
Like,
you
that's
offered to
not
buy it. I was going to come home and I'd say, okay, we'll go to Red Dwarf. No, it's okay, man. I went ahead and I bought it. Okay. Like, dude, I've offered to pull my weight. You'd say no. You know
right
what I'm saying?
because he's the rich Democrat.
I'm a rich
And
Democrat.
then
You know.
he uses shit against you later on. And yeah, man, this
Yeah.
guy, yeah, just another waste of space, man.
Yep. Yep. Another waste of life, another waste of space. It's like, dude, man.
And at least try to maybe who knows maybe he'll catch because the way I see it, it's like think about a record spinning except all right, it sounds lame, but I'm just gonna go. So it's like a spiral, all right. Some people are records and some people are spirals.
Okay.
Some people are in a loop. They go round and round and round, and they look like they're busy. They're doing busy stuff. Oh, I'm changing. I'm growing. I'm doing the dib the dib. But they
That's
go
him.
round and round their fucking head the whole goddamn time. Right? Yeah.
That's
Right?
him. He's that way. You know,
Yeah.
nothing. He's still the same old fucker.
Yeah, same thing, round and round and round. Oh, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. But in his life, you can tell he's miserable. You can tell he's not happy. He's obviously not happy.
Oh,
The way he reacts to you, the way he reacts to the people around him, he obviously isn't. And then, he's not spiraling. He's not going up because when you go in a circle, you can't see yourself. You don't grow.
right.
So like
And
spiraling is looking up is when you look back at yourself and go, oh, I remember when I was an idiot 2 years ago,
right.
and you keep
When you
going.
can you have perspective, like, oh,
Right.
damn, back in
You look
2023,
down.
I was a dumbass,
You're
or whatever.
spiraling up a tower. You're going up, or
Yeah.
you're spiraling. You can also spiral down, or you can, or I look at it like, and that's kind of what he you spiral, or you just kind of your wheel, tread your
You just
tread water,
treadmill it. You
yeah.
treadmill it. You're just like, oh, I'm going in circles.
And then, but you think you're doing something. I'm cry every day. I cry all the time. I do boo boo boo. I boo 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 boo. I watch videos. But have you changed anything? Have you affected anything outside of yourself? Well,
No, of
oh,
course not. I can't fix things. That's not no, because then I won't have anything to bitch about and be a victim.
no, and it takes work to fix things. You actually have to change shit to fix things, and you don't need to change when you're the special center of the fucking universe like they are.
In their
When your
mind,
empathy
yeah.
is toward yourself, you think you're the main character syndrome.
MCS, man.
I don't know how you were raised. I was obviously raised great. You were? You hate your mom. Well,
You're fighting with your
raised?
mom. Your
You
dad
fight
committed
with your mom and
suicide.
you were raised well. Which is it, fuckface? Because
Yeah, dude.
I have a relationship with my parents. I go out to dinner. I hang out with them all the time. I eat multiple times a month. What about you, you well-raised fuck?
Yeah.
How about you?
I have lunch with my mom every Sunday.
I have a fucking relationship, great relationship with both my parents, and I
Yeah.
maintain that through all the disagreements I have with them politically, and all through the shit that they try to get me to do, which dwarfs your mom disagreeing with you because my parents try to get me to live like in different places and shit. Well, your mom,
Yeah. Your mom won't even come to Vegas.
right? So
You
my
know,
parents actually, I actually have a reason to sometimes go fuck these people, but
like they're
I
too
don't.
loving. God damn it. Like, okay.
Motherfucker, my has the audacity to criticize how you were raised in the same breath that he talks about him hating his shitty mom.
Right. Well, that was later when he started getting on his mom.
No, that's the point. It's the same day. It'd be
Yeah,
like you
same
going,
time.
yeah, dude,
Yeah.
same time. So he's talking about how you were raised. How were you raised? Which implies he was raised better than you,
Right.
right?
Like, well, I was raised
I
better
was
than you.
raised better, and
So
then
if
later
you would
on
have
by your
been
shit for
with the
brains
life I
mom.
lived,
Yeah, so in other words, but you were raised better by your shit for brains mom.
yeah, your Trump supporting mother.
Your stupid dumbass mom, who you literally called a dumbass. She's a stupid idiot.
What
And
do you
yet,
call
oh
her?
wait,
Pea-brain bitch is what he called her.
the pea brain bitch raised you better than my parents. And wow,
Right. Yep. Broken motherfucker, dude. And I don't know why so many people are.
it's everywhere. It's because society is broken. Because you're molded by society, and you have to deprogram yourself. We all do. Just like this whole
Oh,
productivity bullshit. I need to be productive for who? Who are you making the money for?
oh, somebody else, not me.
Somebody else, not you. You're making the money to pay the bills off, but oh well, he's not productive. Yeah, who's you're making all the money goes to your bills. All your money goes to your shit, and then somebody else makes all the money that should go to you because you're actually one making the money for them.
Hey, man, but doesn't matter. I'm a rich Democrat.
I'm a
I can
rich
wipe my
Democrat,
ass
and
with
I want
$1,000.
$1,000. Oh well, then I can then do it then, and then give it
Yeah,
to me, and I'll wash it off and actually use it to pay my bills.
exactly.
Seriously, bro, I'll take that 1,000. I don't give a shit if it smells like your ass. I'll just wipe.
Right.
You know,
I'll use that money, for a
I
good
mean.
purpose. I'll put
Actually,
it
it
in my
actually
account.
smells like other people's cocks.
You gotta wonder.
And sitting
You
in
know.
Tamara's fucking rabbit.
Oh shit.
Tamara's fucking big ass fucking purple schlong, the big ones that bob back and forth
Or
like a
Tamara's
fucking
saliva from whatever her
fuck, dude.
eating his ass.
No, she's not the eater. He's the eater.
Oh, that's
She
true.
ain't,
He's
no, she ain't no, she ain't doing anything on him, man. She's no.
That's true. He's the bitch.
Yeah, he's not eating her ass. She's pooping in a bowl and he's just eating it.
He's
She won't
having
get anywhere near her body, probably.
he's having cream of wheat in a bowl, basically.
Yeah, he's having her fucking feet because that's all he'll get from her. But he's
Cream of
thinking
feet.
hey, at least it's something. I got a soft spot for her. It's a soft
God.
spot for poop in my mouth.
Man, and it's funny because when I first met him, I thought, man, it's kind of a pathetic, just kind of how he carries himself. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought, oh, dude, this guy's a kind of pathetic, but all right, I mean, we kind of
Yeah.
want the same thing. We want our pool, and then we kind of became friends. But as you get to know the dude, you're like, "Ah, man, there's some stuff about this guy that's I don't
Yeah,
like."
and that's that whole thing with not talking for a couple months, not even giving you a real reason, and then coming up with that bullshit. Let me tell you, it's the Trump stuff, bro. You don't
Wow.
agree with him on everything. It's that and also you're insensitive because he's into all that bullshit. He's been the women's are the rot women unless they're Trump supporter women because probably
Oh,
says my mama hates herself. She's a misogynist, an internalized misogynist.
probably. It's probably what his thing is. And but this is kind of funny, dude. So Richard, the weirdo, the Mr. I can't ride in a car.
Yeah.
I smoking bothers me. Oh, here was another thing he did for he told me he was like, man, I spent $1,400 on Richard. I'm like, why? So what happened was his neighbors upstairs, when they walk, it's very loud and it makes a lot of noise because he's downstairs. So he went up there, they were replacing the carpet and the padding. He saw the padding, and I guess it wasn't it wasn't good padding, which I don't even know how he would know that, dude. I wouldn't know good padding, like how would you know
Wasn't
what?
good padding.
Yeah, and so he called the property manager of that particular unit, and she basically said, if you mess with our workers or you cause any trouble, we'll have you arrested. She basically told his ass, go fuck yourself, dude.
Told
So,
Anthony that or
oh, she told Richard that
oh
because Richard called and said, the padding you're installing is not, A grade, or I'm like, I don't know
that's
if you
not
get
his house. He has no business even fucking talking about that.
right.
Who the
Well,
fuck does he think he is? Because he's on the board. Oh my God, these people, dude. He's another one.
yep. here's and here's what Anthony's bitch ass does. He went and they bought he talked to the workers and said, okay, we're gonna get top of the line padding up here. So he paid $1,400 for somebody else's fucking carpet padding for the unit above Richard, so it's not loud for Richard anymore.
And
When they
that's
walk.
because is Richard like a disabled dude?
Yeah, dude, he's a fucking he's mental.
Yeah.
Dude is mental. I mean, dude, if cigarette smoke bothers him, you know, it's like, and he can't even ride in a car. It scares him. He's freaked out about it.
No, that's my. I mean, but he's not like he's not like a blinker
He's not a blinky, but he's a fucking weirdo. I mean,
well, the
obviously.
point. So this guy, so he pays. So and then he's like a. Cause see, I gave him 14. I helped him. See, I'm
Hey,
empathetic. I
yeah,
gave
that's
money to
bullshit.
somebody because I got money. By the way, I pay for that $50 pizza.
Yeah, that pizza I bought at the time, asshole. You wouldn't kick in for. I offered to kick in for it. Doesn't matter, god damn it. I told you no.
But by the way, but I also spent $1,400 on somebody else, and I'm going to tell you about in the same conversation that I get upset about $50 pizza.
Yeah,
What the fuck's wrong with these people? Do they even think? They don't think. It's like, nah,
apparently not.
how do you not know that? Okay, I'm not going to make a comment about spending $1,400 on while also bringing up a $50 pizza order. Did he eat that pizza too?
Of course he did. What happened yeah, he ordered two pizzas. So I had my own, my pizza that I love, and he had whatever the fuck he eats. I think it was the same pizza. But again, I said, well, wait for me to come home, man. We can go, and that way I could get my pizza. And no, it's okay, man. I'll
And
buy
then last night he brought it up in what context? Just out of curiosity.
with the whole thing of, I've been to your house before, and you never. There was a time you ate in front of me, and I'm like, well, dude, you said you weren't hungry. That's when I got the Capriati's. And then he mentioned the pizza. He's like, well, we never, because I said, we had Red Dwarf pizza at my house that time. He's like, yeah, but I paid for it. That's what he said. Hey, yeah, but I paid for it. And I'm like, oh,
I don't even know how does that even relate to what you were talking about? The issue was you eating in front of him. So what does that have to do with you ordering pizza at his house? I don't understand. Like, why would that?
It sounds like he's fishing. He's fishing and digging for something to be mad at me about.
Right.
That's
Right.
what it is.
It's like because there's something else there. It's like
Yeah,
because
he can't. He has
I'll tell you
no
what it
gripe.
is that he's in with Richard and Tamara, and those are his crew now, man. I'm in my crew, man. We're both because they're the only ones, or him and Ed now, him and Ed too, probably
Ed and
whatever.
Richard and yeah, yeah.
And then
Oh,
the
which
only two on the board now, me and Ed. Nope, it's
oh,
nobody
oh
else.
no, they got a quorum. It's him, Ed, Richard, and Colleen.
Richard, yes, of course.
And I said, I was like, well, I didn't do anything to Colleen. He's like, yeah, well, he made some comment like, yeah, she didn't have anything against you, but she still kind of thinks you're a pig. And I'm like, what did I do to her? I didn't do it.
See,
So that
see,
might just
you
be him
can't
talking.
you can't believe him.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Now
I
about
take that with a
Richard,
grain of salt.
maybe, yeah. Tamara, whatever. Who cares
And
about
Ed too, because I made songs about both of them. As a matter of fact, when he told me about Richard, this is kind of funny. So when Richard heard the song I made about him, he let his therapist hear it, and she laughed. It's like, dude, when your therapist laughs at you, you're an idiot. You know what I mean?
And they're just going, "Yep, this is a great song."
Yeah, she was cracking up. And I was like, come on, Anthony, that song was funny. He's like, yeah, I know it was funny. I laughed too at. And I'm like, well, there you go. Richard's just fucked up. But see, that's the other thing. When he gets mad at Richard, he lets it be known. I've seen him go off on Richard before.
Because he knows that you'll own him, dude.
Motherfucker,
just
I mean, you're right because, dude, he has had no qualms of letting Richard know. Like that night we were at his house, at Anthony's house, and Richard was going at me about the whole smoking thing. And doesn't it bother you that people smoke it? And I'm like, dude, I don't fucking care, And so that's when Anthony said, dude, you need to grow your own balls or grow some balls or something like that.
Yeah, because he likes Richard because he can actually say that to somebody without feeling fear because he's afraid to say that to you, which is why he had to come up with bullshit. And you had to actually call out and go, hey, all right, well, I'll go out to. He's like, when you guys first hung out, was he like, hi, man?
Well, I knocked on his door and he was pretty much, his usual, hey, what's up, man? And I'm like, all right, ready to go? He's like, yep. Yeah. He locked his door and, then I was like, I started it off. I was, hey, man, so I see that PJ is no longer on the board. Yeah, man, well, his term came to an end. And I'm like, well, yeah, but, you'd think PJ would reapply just being PJ,
Mm-hmm.
And so we talked about that a little bit. But then as we're in the car, he starts bringing up Trump shit. He finds ways to relate things to what Trump's doing.
Everything, because that's how he thinks. That's how these people think. That's he's the evil man and they're the good guys.
Yeah, man, this evil orange man is just destroying every aspect of my life, man. That's what it is.
I know every aspect of my rich life. I'm so rich. God, I'm rich.
One day, man, I might be in the street, man. This just goes to show you how close to humanity I am.
I am, seriously. I'm going to go out and help a friend by giving him money for an apartment that's not even his and that he has to deal with because he's the one who chose to buy one on the bottom floor.
Right. And then bitch about the people above you making noise like, motherfucker, there's nothing you can do about this.
That's why you go to the top floor, dumbass. You never get the bottom if you're worried about that. Ever.
Well, that's all he could afford.
I'm sensitive. Apparently. Then why are you on the bottom? Well, that's all I could get. What do you mean? You bought it, dude. You sound like you got, well, it's the only unit they had. No, you bought it.
You know what's hilarious?
Bought a top one, you idiot, but I didn't want to because I couldn't complain about the top floor if I'm on it.
Actually, you know what's funny, dude? Okay, so all the board motherfuckers, they all have first floor apartments or first floor units. I'm the only second floor dude.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, if you want to compare this in another way, I'm a little above them. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, motherfucker. Like all you guys, like Colleen, Richard, Anthony. I think even Ed's unit is downstairs too. So all these motherfuckers are downstairs people.
About people above. I can understand like if they're dancing like those people that used to dance above us. Like, but
the girls that lived up. Yep.
Right. The only reason we got that bottom was because that's the one they gave us. Like I don't even think we chose really. It was like, this is.
I think at the time that's all we could afford,
Right, and it was like, it's the only 3-bed, but we didn't care. I mean, obviously,
we were young guys.
And most of the time,
like
it was
happy to have our first
quiet
apartment.
up there. It was only those one fucking people that were up there doing their goddamn dances for like hours.
Yeah. Well, that was later. Even
Yeah.
they weren't there in the beginning.
No,
You
no,
know.
it was there's no issues with that. So, but if you're concerned about that and you're actually buying a place, then you don't buy a place in the bottom.
Right. Like this is your purchase,
Well, I
man. This
can't
is
get up there. Well, then don't buy a place with an apartment above you. Well, I can't. Well,
too fucking bad.
so he pays for him, and he has to tell you he pays for him because he's doing it not for Richard, he's doing it for
Him.
himself, so he can tell people that he did it. Look what I did with my money.
I spent $1,400 of my money on this mother. And he did the same thing for the people below us, which they're renters. And I guess they had a sink that kept running or some shit that kept. And so he paid for the plumbing to be fixed there. And then, of course, when they didn't lick his balls, man, I put all this money into their shit. And, they didn't even say thanks. They didn't even, well, guess what, dumb ass? Because people
They're
aren't
renters.
going. Yeah, the renters, they don't care. They're happy their shit got fixed. That's it.
It's weird. So he put all of his own money into it?
Dude, he paid the plumber person, whoever the hell that was, to come in and fix their sink because it was bothering him because I kept hearing it running all the time. And, I just want to make it stop. I was like, okay, all right.
Wow, dude. Well,
yeah, this stuff. The stuff makes you sick. If you talk about it too long, it kind of makes you nauseous, man. You're
yeah. I think we've ran its course. We don't want to turn to the records ourselves.
Yeah.
Speaking of records, like I said, I've got a new album out, and we'll wrap it up with just a little bit of
Soonery. Yes, some Soonery.
Because that's just the story. I don't really have much other than that, except tying it into what I was talking about earlier about how I don't have any regrets anymore at this point. About it's like, oh well, it's too late now, anyways. I wouldn't do it over again in terms of like spilling my guts like I did, but it's too late. So what are you gonna do, right?
Man, it is what it is.
It is what it is. But the Suno stuff. So like this song that it's based upon Deadweight, which is from the album Folio 1. It's called The Wash, which is my dad's saying was it all comes out in the wash. Yeah. So that Deadweight version, I think you'll dig with that. We're gonna end tonight after we talk about this with a song called we're gonna play it. It's gonna be on the final version. You'll hear it then.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna end with another song by from that album. I think I'm gonna do Why Don't You Join Me, which is because he used to say, we're all having a good time. Why don't you
join me?
Yeah, why don't you join me? So it's kind of like a big band song based upon it's kind of cool. But anyway, there's a 7-song album out, but I've been working with fucking Suno, man, and I don't like 5.5. They got this new one out. It sounds all right, but it just doesn't do what you want it to do. And now it does not, no matter what, does not say no. If you say no vocals, it'll still do weird shit that you don't want it to.
Like I put no singing on certain songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll say hook, I'll say chorus, rap, no singing, and it's still got motherfuckers singing. And I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
So
it's like it's in, I don't know how do you think it? Do you think it sounds pretty good? It sounds great.
Yeah. Oh, it still sounds good, but it's just like I didn't want singing. My vision was different. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it used to not do as much. Is what I'm saying. At least from what I remember.
No,
like it didn't make scatting in my songs that sound good. It's like skip it up a doop up, and I'm like, I don't want scatting. I want it to be the guitar.
I want instrument. I want music in there, not
and
my
I never
vocals.
had that problem, and I have it all the time now. No matter what I do, if I put no vocals, I put instrumental. If I put instrumental in the lyrics, it still does it. And I put it everywhere, like all over the fucking place. It still does it. I don't get it.
It's it's like, I think because they're fucking with it all the time and trying to make it better.
Of course.
So that's probably what's going on. Like shit, it's trial and error. They don't test the bugs, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but we're also, obviously you're still making shit, shitting songs out like crazy.
Dude, I'm matter of fact, I'm thinking of doing an album. Here's what it's going to be. I'm going to use the name Maxed Out, which is maxed out. Get it?
Yeah.
But it's Maxed Out. And my first album is going to be all the West Coast introspective type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Collegiate Cocoon and, Build Your Own Prison, songs like that. And yeah, dude, that's what I plan on doing. I'll probably shoot you that in the next,
yeah,
later in the week or something.
it's part of our new thing. We're actually going to do. We have this. This is actually a great time to announce it for all of our 5 fans.
Yeah,
We
all 5
actually
of
are
you
going
people.
to start having Nothing Sacred albums, and the album name is going to be the Nothing Sacred, Nothing Sacred. But then the album title will be Maxed Out. Because remember, we can't do the artists. The artist has got to be only 2 artists. So I have 1 artist, which is Folio under Ratchet. I got the name for it. It's
Okay.
called Ratchet Records.
Oh shit. Okay.
Ratchet Ratchet Records. And the reason why is a ratchet moment is when you ratchet something up and it doesn't go down below that level.
Right. Or also ratchet, like being dirty and hoodie, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
you know,
you can say, but yeah, that I guess there's another meaning. But for me, it's ratchet, like you're ratcheting up the ding ding ding, and then because when you ratchet something, it locks it to the new level.
oh, right.
So it's like
moving
going
it
up. Like a ratchet moment is a moment where you like where a ratchet moment is this like a moment with like the Anthony moment, not as much as the San Francisco moment where you're like you look at life and you go,
That was a
wow.
ratchet moment, dude.
Yeah, because you're like
Well,
I
just
don't
throw
want
it on the ground.
right. No, it's more to me. It's more like think. Oh, I'm never doing this again. I'm never going to be like, yeah, I'm going to go hang out in the alley. You know, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
It's a moment
Like,
in your life where you go, there's a certain thing you're not going to do again. I'm not going to do this kind of thing with a girl. I'm not going to do this kind of thing with my life. I'm not going to, and then you just don't do it anymore. So, but
yep.
anyway,
You're locked in
I
place.
think Nothing Sacred, we can call it Nothing Sacred. And then the album could be Maxed Out Volume 1. And then we can put a little thing behind it if you wanted to. Like
I was thinking
Maxed
of
Out.
calling it, get to know me, which basically I'm kind of venting and talking like
Yes.
about my ways of thinking, my ideologies, as it were.
Yeah, so the idea would be like we have the artist is Nothing Sacred, and I'm saying this on the air because who gives a shit. And then the first thing we'll release is Maxed Out Volume 1. And then I might even throw some shit out there with our first Nothing Sacred, just Nothing Sacred album about, whatever we want to call it.
Oh shit. That's another thing. We got to record some of the songs that we were talking about doing.
Yeah,
like
there's so much shit to
homosexual
do.
and those kind of...
there's so much shit we can do, and we will be doing because I'm doing improv, but not as much as I was earlier in the year.
Yeah.
So it's all good. But anyway, but I just hope like they fix that shit again because I don't like it, the fact that it seems like it's regress. That worries me because it's like
it's going backwards kind of thing. Like,
yeah, like they're prioritizing certain things over other things. Like the whole thing for me is scatting and then creating instrumentals from that scatting. And if I can't do that consistently, I got to find something else to use because that's how I do my shit.
There might be other sites. See,
there's tons of other shit. I've already looked into it. And there's even stuff I can download on my computer to use. But I like Suno. I really like Suno. So
me
I'm
too. I'm hoping we can keep doing what we do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's the last year has just been incredible music wise.
Yep, and we still definitely be able, especially your stuff because you don't have to rely on that like I do. So your stuff is going to be still pretty much untouched. A lot of it, like you'll have to do multiple takes to get the one you want, depending on what you're doing. But I can't. Like me, it's literally like I've done like 10 of them before, and it just God damn it. I'm like,
no, I've had a few too that I've tried to remix, and there was another thing for a while that was going on. I don't know if you remember. It was jumping. It was almost like it was skipping.
Yeah. It's been doing that a lot too, skipping and making weird. Yeah, it does. It's like they released.
We did a song like that, and remember it was all skippy, and you were like, "Oh, dude, fuck, we're gonna delete," And we did that when you were here at my house, actually.
But it's got even worse with this new version, but because I think they roll it out basically like everything else. They roll it out before it's completely done.
They don't make sure that it's
they test it on us. They're testing it while we're doing it. You're the tester. Oh, don't you like being a tester?
Don't you like being a guinea pig? No, motherfucker, I don't. Actually, I like things to work the way they did when I first started using you assholes. You So,
oh man, dude.
Anyway, well, wow, man, this has been pretty fucking awesome.
Been a show, man, and you've got another show coming up, so we'll be getting this up to tomorrow, and then you've got some other stuff coming up this month. Of course, we got the Huge coming up. We got the shrink wrap coming up, and then I think we've got.
I got my interview with King Psychotic, which I'm going to do tomorrow, which would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think there's Everything Sacred coming up too, probably.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. I got to hit Derek.
We'll figure it out. Nashaya.
Nashaya. Anyway,
Either way, we'll be if we don't do, we got shit coming up. So keep out for all of our 6 fans. We have 6 now, by the way. We added one just a minute ago.
man, dude,
I don't know. I don't know how we did. I don't know how I know that. The same way that Anthony knows that woman had children and she had to raise a family.
Oh yeah, that she has
Gotta raise a family. How do you know that? I don't know.
And you're turning her in. She could lose her job because of what you did. You don't have empathy. That's your problem. You don't have empathy.
I do, and it's a burden on my soul.
Dude, he's the only burden on his own soul. That's
that. There you go. Great. We couldn't end this show better with that. Burden on your own soul. It's the name of the song.
Damn straight, man. Hey, you know what? That might be a song.
Yeah. All right. Well, all right. Anyways, this has been the Nothing Sacred show for the 12th of April, 2026. I am Close Control.
I am Maxwell Silverhammer.
And that's
the story
there. Bitch. Oh, I love her. I love her.
Nice. I have a soft spot for the bitch.
She's